a high-level strategic statement was made by Nikolai Patrushev, the current presidential intelligence advisor to Vladimir Putin and the current chairman of the Russian Maritime Board. And he made a very important statement. According to him, Russia's strategic naval nuclear forces are at full combat readiness. They are at the highest alert level. This makes it very clear that the alert he just declared applies to the entire Russian Navy, especially across the world's oceans. And what this represents, this statement from Russia at this moment, is either a veiled threat or a preparation for something very big that could happen. That's because it involves strategic naval nuclear forces, and they are on maximum alert. Who do you think Nikolai Patrushev made this statement for? And is something very serious going to happen in Ukraine? I'll analyze this with you right now. If you don't know me, I'm Felipe Moretti. Here, I talk about geopolitics with a military approach. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content. And this video is also going to my other channel, Area Militar, so that we can reach even more people who want to stay updated about this important move by Russia, which happened just a few hours ago. So, what do these statements mean? From Patrushev? What does this maximum alert mean? Who is it directed at? There's no doubt that this specifically refers to Russia's strategic naval nuclear forces, especially those nuclear submarines which are the launchers of massive intercontinental ballistic missiles, mainly those of the Borei class and also the upgraded Borei A. Those submarines, no more and no less than the most destructive, devastating, and lethal missiles in Russia's inventory, launched from submarines, the Bulava missile. And they are part of Russia's nuclear triad, which means it involves systems and mechanisms by land, sea, and air. So this maximum alert means full readiness for immediate combat. This submarine? Right now, most of them are either on patrol or at base, with a high level of readiness to launch any missile following a presidential order to target the enemy. Who is this enemy? We don't know. Who was this statement made for? Let's continue this video. There's also this combat readiness mentioned by Patrushev. It also means that the crews need to be on high alert. They already need to be prepared to receive orders and carry them out. And also what full response capability means, rapid response capability to maintain nuclear deterrence, wherever they are. But folks, all of Russia's strategic forces are at full combat readiness on maximum alert, all the time because of Russia's nuclear doctrine. And I'm here talking about the nuclear forces at sea, in the air, and on land. And then that statement made by Patrushev, it is a necessary public reaffirmation for Moscow, but it does not necessarily indicate a sudden, abrupt, and immediate change in the country's nuclear operational status. And among the reasons I'm analyzing here for this public statement from Moscow, from Vladimir Putin's main intelligence advisor, is that it is certainly a global reminder of how Russia is prepared and strictly following its nuclear doctrine, and also a response to the growing threats from adversaries like NATO, specifically Ukraine, and the United States. This could also even be a message to Russia's allies saying, calm down, whatever happens here, we will take care of it. And you can also be protected by our strategic nuclear military forces, including, in the face of the Ukrainian attacks that are happening, precise attacks that are having a major impact against Russia's economy, mainly in Siberia, in the west of the country, in Crimea, in Moscow, especially in the region of the Sea of Azov. Destroying several vessels that are part of Russia's shadow fleet could be leading to very serious decisions within Moscow, within the Kremlin. And there's another issue about this. This statement made by Patrushev is that Russia maintains about 2/3 of its maritime nuclear capability. In the Arctic, that is, in the Northern Fleet region, very close to Europe and on alert. So these conditions, they change according to the reactions on the battlefield. In Ukraine, they are changing, especially attacks against the capital, Moscow, and mainly Crimea and the Sea of Azov. As I have already highlighted here, this is resulting in decisive actions against Russia's war economy, which is built on energy resources like oil and gas. Without these resources, Russia stops fueling its war economy and survives only on its status as the world's greatest power, focused on the world's nuclear capabilities, its nuclear systems, of course. If Russia understands, for example, that its economy is close to collapse, the nuclear doctrine serves exactly to carry out this process of risk management. Do what? Launch nuclear attacks? But not necessarily. This statement made by Patrushev indicates that there will be nuclear moves for attacks on Ukraine, for example, let alone against NATO. But it serves as a public reaffirmation and goes along with what Putin promised. He made it clear 2 days ago that attacks much stronger than those happening right now in Ukraine, several times more powerful than the current ones. Attacks at this moment, especially in Kyiv, should begin very soon against Ukraine. Let's follow all these developments involving Russia's strategic naval forces, what might come from this statement by Putin's advisor, and much more here on the channel. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, activate the notification bell so you don't miss any content, and I'll see you in the next video here on the channel.